Oh, this is ME 352 group assignment number 4, group number 7, week 4 planned tasks with Trevor Elliott, Zach Karg, Shon Williamson, Michael Linde, and Eli Gibbs.
This is our functional diagram for the drone, which we came up with this week. I'll just run through it quickly. The 3 inputs were the throttle, tilt about the x-axis, and tilt about y-axis, which would control the x velocity and the y velocity. That feeds into the radio signal sender from the remote control to the radio signal receiver in the drone, which that signal is sent to the flight controller, which is a nebulous box right now because we're still not entirely sure how it converts that signal into the signals to each of the 4 motors. And then that sends signals to the 4 motors, and those 4 motors control the x velocity, the y velocity, and the z velocity. And then the feedback from the velocities is sensed by a 3-axis gyroscope and a 3-axis accelerometer in what's called the inertial measurement unit, and is fed back into the flight controller.
So some of the assumptions for the drone that we made to kind of narrow this down, make it a little easier. The drone remains facing one direction only. The atmospheric conditions, so like rain, wind, are constant and do not affect the drone's flight. And there's no sensor noise. And then here's the drone orientation that we chose, following with the previous slide.
So in initial modeling of components, we first divided up among the team members to research, and we had motors, propellers, sensors, and equations of motions. And the trickiest ones we found were the motors and propellers, just because they can vary with the voltage of the motor being supplied or even the width of the propellers.
This is our backlog for the things we need to get done. This week starting now, we're planning on finishing up the analysis, the modeling and linearization, the block diagram, and hopefully designing a controller. And then the last week, we're planning on doing the software simulations and report. And this kind of illustrates the same thing with the timeline where the orange bar is the current time. And this is the overleaf. We've just begun the report a little bit, and I guess you can kind of see that here. And I guess that is the Group 7 project report 4.